So we've got lots of really interesting native plants here, and this one in particular, which has the beautiful pink flower, is Armeria hortensiana, which is sea thrift, and it grows naturally along the beaches and shoreline of coastal British Columbia. And then right down beside it is beach strawberry, which again grows in coastal British Columbia. But the bulk of the plants here are these grasses. So we have a 2.5 hectare, I'm going to call it living roof as opposed to green roof, because it really is living in the sense that it's an ecological habitat that we've set up that mimics a normal British Columbia coastal grassland. For us, the big challenge was one, convincing everybody that this was a good thing to do. We built test plots 3 years ago, and we did them specifically to show people what these plants look like and how they grew, and in fact that it was almost like a wild meadow that they were going to see. And I'm going to say one by one, we slowly convinced them that this in fact was an interesting thing to look at. It's actually quite important to connect habitats. So we have Stanley Park off to the distance, and in behind us the North Shore Mountains, and those are all really important habitats. And we sort of said, what if? What if this was the start of linking those habitats down through the downtown core of the city? And if the buildings behind us all had green roofs on them, and the buildings behind those all had living roofs on those, and they were all habitat, that we could actually create some significant habitat areas within the urban core, and so the insects and the bees and the songbirds that have been displaced could come back. So we've got 15 centimeters of growing medium, and I call it growing medium because it's something that's actually made for this project and made for the roof. And it's a mixture of sand, organic matter, and lava rock. And the great story behind it is that the sand comes from the Fraser River. It's dredged from the Fraser River to allow the shipping channels to stay open. The organic matter actually comes from organic sources like maybe the kitchen in this building, waste trimmings from the local gardens and from the local parks. The other neat thing about it is that it has no peat moss, and in North America peat moss is the staple for making soil and growing medium. It's a staple in the nursery industry, and we said we're not going to basically dig up peat bogs, which are kind of the lungs of the earth for North America. We're going to get our organic matter from another source. So it's part of this sustainability story that goes well beyond the kind of cleaning of the air and providing insects. It's also embodied in the way that the project was put together and designed and specified. I've just finished a garage at my house, and I've got this exact same roof on my garage. It's something that you could actually do at your own house or your own garage or your cottage or your shed, or somebody could do in their small office building. You know, it's something that everybody can kind of grab onto and understand, and taking the mystique out of it, this project has done a big job in doing that.